Where did you get your inspiration for Mandy and the Last of the Really Great Whangdoodles?
Mandy is the first book that I wrote about 35 years ago. I was with my children, and this is the absolute truth. We were playing a game which required a forfeit if you lose the game. I was the first to lose. And I said, oh, okay, what shall my forfeit be? And my eldest daughter, I have 5 children and 7 grandchildren, my eldest daughter said, write us a story. And I thought about it for a while and spoke about it with my husband, who's the real author in our household. He's Blake Edwards, the wonderful film director and producer and writer. And he loved the idea that I came up with, and he said, keep the pages coming. And that was my first book, Mandy. And the second book was called The Last of the Really Great Whangdoodles, which occurred because I felt so empty when I'd finished Mandy that I couldn't wait to start writing something else. I was looking up a word in a dictionary, and the word Whangdoodle just leapt out at me. It was not what I was looking for. I looked it up. Nobody had defined the word, and I decided that that might be my chance, and so I did.
What is it like writing books together?
You take that one.
Okay. It's a great joy, and it's a wonderful, wonderful blessing for us as mother and daughter. We didn't know when we first started writing books together about 10 years ago, we didn't know if it would be a good collaboration because we're both pretty bossy, let's just put it that way. Fairly controlling, fairly bossy, fairly opinionated. But we have found that happily we have very complementary strengths. And when one of us feels particularly strongly about something, generally the other one understands and supports, and we find a very graceful way of making decisions that way. Basically, when we're working together, we just finish each other's sentences. We brainstorm a lot, we drink a lot of tea.
We do.
And we finish each other's sentences. And these days, because we spend a lot of time on separate coasts, Mom is a lot of the year in Los Angeles, I live in Eastern Long Island, we do a lot of our work, believe it or not, over the internet. We spend a lot of our writing time together using a webcam, and thank goodness for technology, because it's really helped us continue to be as productive as we want to be.
Yeah. Do we have another?
We do.
Probably got time for about 2 more, I'd say.
Could you please tell us the Dumpy the Dump Truck story?
Oh, that would be great fun. One of the first, actually the first book that Emma and I collaborated on was a book for very young children called Dumpy the Dump Truck. And my publishers at the time had asked me if I had anything for very small children. I said I did not, but I would think about it. And particularly for boys, I went to Emma, who had a very young son at the time. What was he, about a
year old?
Yeah, about a year to 18 months.
He's here somewhere today, our dear Sam.
Yeah, he's now 11 years old this month.
This week?
Yes. I asked if she went to the library and wanted to find one special book for her young child, what would really get his attention and what would he want above everything else? And Emma said, Mom, there's no contest. It has to be a book about trucks, particularly dump trucks or tractors or fire engines or whatever, because even when he was pre-verbal, trucks caught his attention and he loved them. And I'm sure all you mums who have sons know that it's either trucks or dinosaurs as a rule, right? But Emma couldn't find any books that spoke to a little family story or that were cuddly or could be read at bedtime. They were all how-to books. And I said, well, maybe that's what we're looking for. Maybe we should write a story about dump trucks. And the Dumpy the Dump Truck series, which we're hoping to develop for television for young children, was what we came up with.
Hopefully we have answered most of your questions today.
Dad at the back there, I think. Maybe
About Dad?
Yeah, on the back of one of the cards.
Oh.
I think.
See?
Yes, there you are.
Yes. Why is Tony Walton not credited with being Emma's father in the book credits? Isn't he?
I guess he's not. A lot of the illustrations for Dumpy and for another book, The Great American Mousicle, are designed by Emma's dad, who is a wonderful theatrical, film, everything designer. He's done magazines, books, you name it, he's done it.
And he also did our book, The Great American Mousicle.
Yeah,
as
and
well as the Dumpy
it
the
seemed
Duck
very
series.
sensible to keep it in the family. We did, and the results have been just wonderful. And it helped us get a feeling of unity, and it couldn't have been more appropriate, really.
And I think probably, if it doesn't say that he's my father in the credits, it's probably because we were trying to focus the biographies on books that we've done and work that we've done rather than highlighting the family
Speaking of
relationships.
biographies, I think I should boast a little bit and just say I just finished my biography, my autobiography, and that will be out next April. I just handed it into the publishers, and it's enormous weight off my back, so I can concentrate on all small books again with Emma. I think we've got someone to introduce, don't we?
We do. For those of you who have not had a question answered, if you'd like to come back, we'll be back here today again at 3:25.
We will.
We'll be answering some more questions then. We'd love to see you and hear from you.
And also,
Please.
if you want to go to our website again, www.JulieAndrewsCollection.com. Not the Julie Andrews, but just Julie Andrews Collection.
And please do stop by the Target bookstore right behind you, the tent, and pick up a copy of Thanks to You, along with all the other wonderful books that Target is offering there today. Now, before we leave the stage, we have somebody very important to introduce. They've been here meeting and greeting and hosting and being the segue and the glue holding the day together for you all. But they also happen to be dear personal friends of Mom's and mine and our family.
They're a real family. They're a real band.
They are extraordinary. They have performed at Bay Street Theater, where I run the kids programs, twice, and we'll be performing there many, many more times. We have traveled with them. Their kids, their daughter Emily, and our kids are great friends. They are truly terrific people, but in addition to that, they have won 5 consecutive awards from the Parents' Choice Foundation, 3 awards from iParenting, and they've been traveling all around the country on their Love Makes a Family tour. Today, they're going to be singing something very special for you. In addition to some of the other songs they're going to share with you today, they're going to sing a song that we co-wrote with them, that I wrote the lyrics for, and that they wrote the music for. So we really hope that you will stay and give them your warmest welcome and support. Please give it up for Laughing Pizza!
Yes, and goodbye, and I'll be back at 3:25.
Oh, hello! Wow, can we give up a hand for Julie and Emma? So we have to ask this question here. You know what? It's in the contract. It's part of the family plan. Somebody's supposed to drive you just a little nuts, right? My plan drive you crazy, but that happens. It's part of still right. They're your family. They're your family, and I'm always there for you. So, can you guys, on this beautiful day outside, can you bark up like dogs?
Out of the city by
Let me hear you.
5.
Hey guys! Every time you hear a particular song, and I'll show you right where it goes. The Billy's guitar, okay? Here we go.